Roll quests. Let me say it one more time. Roll quests. I didn't realize that I was at 86 MSQ. So we're doing roll quests again today. As far as cool shit that's happened recently, we got the reveal for what is probably going to be my new main job, if not my secondary. Viper. I'm very excited. It is a scouting class, which is already a plus for me, but it also uses 2 swords, which is something that I always imagined my player character, I was about to say Hayes, my character using. I play ninja because it's the only thing in the game that, you know, dual wields. But again, like, I would have played anything that was dual wielding. It could have been a tank, a healer, it could have been literally anything. And that would have been my main. So it's nice to see a dual wielder that actually closer resembles how I picture my character. In all of my outfits in 14, I've never given his daggers. I've always given him swords because I always imagine him using 2 swords instead of 2 like short daggers. But you know, now we get a class that is, you know, kind of designed like a pirate. Let's be real, you know, kind of fits the pirate aesthetic. Hayes, you know, has that Sky Pirate title, and it's 2 swords. It's gonna work out perfectly. The only thing it's not even that I don't like it, but the only thing that kind of jumps out at me is the connecting the swords to make a double saber. I just have a lot of history with that weapon from another game, but you know, I'm not like against it or anything. It's not gonna like ruin my enjoyment. I just find it funny that I'm being plagued by a weapon like that again in another MMO 8 years later. But yeah, I'm excited. So I'm gonna hop in, gonna do some role quests. Can't wait for Dawn Trail. I should be caught up. I assume that it's gonna be faster to queue for things in Endwalker, so I should be caught up with Dawn Trail by the time by the time it comes out, or caught up with Endwalker by the time Dawn Trail comes out. I don't think I'm gonna miss the launch of that, but you know, we'll see. Plus, when it does launch, fuck the MSQ. I'm going straight to Ul'dah. I'm unlocking Viper, and I'm gonna hit dummies for 2 hours, and I'm gonna learn everything about Viper, and then I'm gonna do MSQ probably on Viper itself. So that'll be exciting. I guess I'll have to level it up to 90 first, but yeah, you know, that'll be very exciting. But without further ado, roll quests. Shoot me if I ever take this pose again. Let's hop into it, man. The jellyfish Nida I put up has sold. Awesome. Let me bring this over here. Okay, it's more comfortable. So I'm gonna do the tank roll quest first. I think. I don't know how I want to do it actually. I don't know if there's like a, because it's completely different areas. I guess it doesn't really matter what order I do it in. All I know is that I was bored to tears with the magic DPS one. Not necessarily because it was, wait, wasn't the magic? No, I'm sorry, the healer one. I was bored to tears with the healer one. You didn't do anything. Like, the lore is cool, don't get me wrong. It's the lore that I liked. It was just the actual quest was like, talk to 2 NPCs, walk away. You know, I was like, damn, man, can I hit something? But, you know, otherwise, I'm excited to get into it. I don't know where to start. I mean, I know I don't start here. I just wanted to be in this room. I think the tank one was in Alamigo. But I guess since I'm already on tank, I'll go do that one. Oh, let me, hold on. My voice cracked. I don't want to sing the rest of the song. Ah. Oh, what is that thumbnail? Alright, I was trying to pull up a preview on my phone. And my thumbnail was just me going. Alright. Let me let me just play the fucking game. You know, I'm happy that Gunbreaker is halfway to 87, because that's probably gonna be getting it to 87 is probably what I'm gonna do before I go to bed tonight. So, I want to be ready for tomorrow's session, as I got to do it a little bit earlier. Where the fuck am I going? Right? Wasn't this the tank one? Am I stupid? No, this is the healer one! Okay, my fault. Well, I'm already here. I'm already here. God damn, hold on. Is there a repairman? There's one up there, it's fine. I'm not gonna be playing this job anyway at the moment. Alright, well I guess I'm doing the healer one first. The Butcher's Blade. The struggle to prevent the emergence of beasts grows increasingly desperate. We were hoping you'd stop by. I'll show you to Commander Alden at once. Hopefully the volume's good. Your welcome sight as always, Hayes. Aye, a lot's happened since we last spoke. We Silver Griffins have been keeping busy. As have I and my men. I'm afraid we've little to show for our efforts. Although we've been searching high and low for the blasphemy, we've seen neither hide nor hair of it. Unfortunately, everyone else has had better luck. We've received reports of lesser beasts throughout Albania. Albania? I think it's Albania, right? Albania? And putting them down is as important as hunting the blasphemy that got away. To complicate matters, rumors have been circulating that these beasts were the Skull's kin. While this was true of the recent incident in Aligana, we cannot have people jumping to conclusions, given what they might feel tempted to do. It has been suggested that we take these individuals into custody, for their own protection as much as the safety of others, but that would only isolate them even further, and give credence to the rumors. The recent unrest has hindered the efforts of the Silver Griffins to no end. Therefore, I ask that you aid them in their endeavors, and see if there is aught that can be done. Also, you'll be joined by another volunteer. Try not to be too surprised. I saw her in the thumbnail. Is it going to be Fordola? I thought I felt my ears burning. There she is. Fordola's kind of cool, I'm not going to lie. I wasn't really feeling her character in Stormblood, but, you know, she's come around. I said I don't need a keeper. But did they bloody listen? Did they bollocks? Come on, don't be like that. This is what you agreed to do. Besides, you never know when you might have need of a healer. And there's none better than Hayes. That's not true. He's right. You've earned a measure of trust, and this shouldn't be taken to mean otherwise. Thick as thieves, are we now? And there's no need for this sodden collar, aye? We all know it's not coming off anytime soon. And if this is how it's to be, then fine. As long as he keeps out of my way. Alright, well fine then! Okay. You don't have to get my healing. I don't give a fuck. I want the two of you to visit the Silver Griffin's headquarters in Aligana. Several relatives of the Crania Lupi have agreed to meet with them, and we could do with a measure of precaution. You're lucky I don't remember what buttons I have, or else I'd tell you exactly which heals you're not getting. If anyone so much as mentions the skulls, I'll deal with it. Understood? Let's get this over with. She's as much at risk of turning as anyone, maybe even more so. You don't need the Echo to see the weight she's carrying. She's still not got a handle on her own Echo either. Sometimes the visions come without warning with such force that it's all she can do to stay standing. There's no telling what might happen when she comes face to face with the family of her former comrades. So look out for her. Please. Arnvald, I got you, man. I got you. I wish there was more I could do for her myself. You're already doing enough. Trust me. Well, we've all got our own duties, and I'll see them through to the end. So must we all. Follow Fordola's lead. We're counting on you both. Be ready to step in, even if she curses you for it. Yeah, whatever. Alright, Fordola, let's go. I just got finished saying how cool she was. Fordola's not the sort to ask for help, so make sure she doesn't get in over her head, would you? You got it, man. To Aligana. I feel a lot better than I did yesterday. I'm not in searing pain, forcing myself to play the video game. My jaw kind of hurts. I don't know why. Maybe I should get my wisdom teeth taken out. I had a feeling Raban would send you. Send you, Hayes, but as for her... If you've got any complaints, take it up with the commander. No. No, it's fine. Truth be told, ever since that day at the Royal Palace, I've been thinking. Stop. You don't want to say it, and I don't want to hear it. To the matter at hand, then. We Silver Griffins have been working to support the relatives of the Crania Lupi, but one family has gone missing. A mother and her parents, who lived together under the same roof. One of ours paid them a visit, but they were nowhere to be seen. When they went inside to check, they found the house had been torn to shreds. Thick gouges in the floor and the walls, made by beast claws, by the look of them. I think they've turned. Aye, that's the most likely explanation. Please do what you must before anyone else is hurt. There's no time to waste. I'll head west, you east. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Defeat some enemies. Alright, we're gonna heal them to death. You know, it's Alagon is a beautiful map. And you know what's crazy? I never really think about it. But this area is actually quite beautiful. I like it. Again, it goes to what I said yesterday about how, like, I wish they would put important things in some of the cities of the other areas. Just to kind of, like, populate it a little bit, you know? It'd be nice to, like, see people running around back and forth through some of the fields and stuff. And I guess they do that with beast tribes, right? But, you know, not beast tribes. Oh, I thought that was swords. Breath for the dot on. Oh my gosh, look, I haven't played Astro in so long. I should have redrawn that, but the fight was over. Don't worry. I'm not that bad. Mostly. In the dirt, you spy an envelope containing a crumpled, tear-stained letter. Yes. Dear Mother, I hope this letter finds you well. Time is short, so I must keep this brief. Although I have never done anything to make you proud, I promise you things will be different when the war is over. Until then, take care and know that I love you with all my heart. Placing the letter back into its envelope, turn your attention to finding the others. Jesus, man. Didn't even get to deliver it. You know, the sadness from probably writing the letter is what turned them, you know. It's interesting to think about, like, imagine just a world where you are not allowed to be sad. You know, like, you think that that'd be a good thing, but I mean, isn't there an entire game about this, We Happy Few? But, like, think about it, right? Like, just think about what people are going through right now with the information that they have. Just no matter what happens, I cannot be sad or else I will die. That's awful, man. You know, any emotion, really. You know? So I think we gotta get to the bottom of this. That thing looks so cool, man. Oh, you know what I want to try? I want to try Macrocosmos. That's not Macrocosmos. What button is that? Oh, it's damage reduction? That's pretty cool. I gotta remember that. And does it heal at the end? Oh, that's pretty cool. Sprite is really angry at me. Be gone with you. Thought it would do more damage. So Macrocosmos is the one where it's so this will do damage. And then this will make it so all the damage you take, or half of the damage you take, is stored, right? Okay, gotcha. Restores HP equal to a cure of 200 potency plus the compiled damage. That's really cool. So basically half of all you take will get healed. Plus an extra 200%. That's just a benefit, right? No, that's not. That's a... Wow. So, okay, so it's about a single tick of regen. How much does that tick for? Okay, 5k. So it's about 5k. 5.4k. Let's say 5k. So it's about 5k. And then half of the damage taken within 15 seconds. That button's kind of disgusting. Now, that's just my numbers with my gear. And my gear is... I'm severely undergeared for Endwalker on healers and stuff. But, maybe not severely, but, you know. I should probably start thinking about getting new gear. But that's pretty cool, actually. And then this is just a defense button. Or damage reduction. And then it heals at the end. Okay, so I imagine in a pull, right? So I'm dotting, then the tank stops. I probably pop Exalt. No, I wonder. I probably do Macrocosmos first, right? Put it on cooldown. When Macrocosmos pops, then maybe I use Exalt. Or maybe I do both. See, I don't know how that works. I don't know if I'm... obviously, I have the barriers, right? I would use these, but... I don't know if I would use... damage reduction on something where I'm trying to take as much damage as possible to get a fatter heal. Huh. I don't know. I'll just have to experiment. Time-worn wedding ring. Discover what appears to be a wedding ring with a name and date engraved on the inside. Hold on. Okay, just making sure. You discover what appears to be a wedding ring with the name and date engraved on the inside. With seemingly no more clues to be found, you decide to report to Ragnfried. I'm gonna head back there and I'll actually be right back. I apologize, it'll take just a moment. Alright. Give me 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. I am so sorry. Let me, position myself. Okay. Now, something healing people. Were you able to find anything? Yeah. Though its contents neither verify nor disprove your suspicions, this letter was almost certainly penned by a now deceased member of the Crania Lupi. Jeez. The outer edge is covered in myriad scuffs and scratches, while the inner is marked with only a name and date, carefully engraved. Then it is as we feared. I found and killed the third. It was carrying this. Matching ring. I delivered these effects to their next of kin and arranged for a funeral. As close to one as possible under the circumstances. Okay, just making sure my mic was on. There's no changing the past. We'll always carry it, and the scars. And no matter who we were, or what we did, we're Alamegans. Then, and now. The Empire was our enemy then, and now it's despair. Good words and deeds will serve its best in this fight. Weapons even an old man like me can yet wield. Thanks to the two of you, the missing villagers may finally be laid to rest. I and the other Silver Griffins will redouble our efforts to prevent any further tragedies. I finished checking the wares, sir. Everything's in order. Good work. Take a rest, lad. You've more than earned it. Keep this to yourself. Damn! Woo! That is... Ha! That is a face. I'm sorry. That caught me off guard. I'm sorry. That like shocked me. This dude looks like Frankenstein in the face, man. Look, what's your name? Everett? Listen, man, Everett. It's nothing against you. You just you just look like Frankenstein. Listen to My Chemical Romance one too many times. All right. Look, I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. Okay, I don't make the rules. That's what you look like. All right. Keep this to yourselves, but Everett's younger brother was a member of the Crania Lupi. He's exactly the sort of person we're trying to help. Like many of the others, he was reluctant to talk to us at first. But after we gained his trust, we were able to help him find work. He's taken to it well. He needs to take to a personal stylist, man. Oh no. Here we go. She's cool, man. She's cool. She's with me. Oh my god, no, he's gonna turn. Everett, she's with me. She's with me. It's her! The butcher! Everett, please. Here we go. Traitors. All of us. Kinslayers. Deserving of hate and death. Hate and death. Oh god, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean the Frankenstein stuff, if it's any consolation. Whoa. Get back! Get back! Jesus. Hayes. Save her! The shield! Okay, alright. Okay. No. I thought the buckler maybe stopped it. Stay away from her! Fordola saved your girl's life. I know, but she's... happened in an instant. Poor lad. But it had to be done, and without hesitation. Would have been much worse otherwise. Could you go after Fordola and see to her wounds? I'll do what I can here. You know, on one hand, I get it, right? I understand. I understand being mad at somebody who basically betrayed your entire country. But is there evidence that she's like that still? No. So I don't know why you wouldn't at least try to accept her. Right? Again, she saved your daughter. What do you mean stay away from her? If Fordola had stayed away from her, your daughter would be, you know, a monster right now. Should be happy. But again, I get it. I get it. I'm fine. Leave me be. I said I don't need your help! It's not only your injuries I'm worried about. Bloody hells. If you're here to patch me up, get on with it. Quietly. A coral can't change its spots. And there's no washing the blood off my hands. Nor would I, even if I could. Taking up Garlean steel was the first choice, but not the last. Like the first kill, the hardest. Every choice after that came easier and easier. Until I stopped counting. Stopped caring. Tell yourself it's right. It's for the greater good. You give the order. Feel the ground tremble as the cannon fires. When the dust settles, and your own men are buried beneath the rubble, you tell yourself. Tell yourself. No! Me too. You're lying! You're lying! I won't let it take you. Oh my god. I was not ready to handle that tonight. I'm sorry. I'm not ready to be handling like main character deaths tonight. All right? That man in the village. I saw his past. I'm the one who killed his brother. I'll be all right. I just need a moment. Can you wait with me? As long as you need. But only if I get to call you Dola. Everything the Skulls fought for. The sacrifices we made. The things we did. In the end, it was all for nothing. Sometimes I look back on the road I walked, and the bitterness I can still taste, and I wonder, if I'd grown up in another time, another place, would I have done the same to a different people? Was it always in me to be me? All I know is, everyone would have been better off if I'd never been born. But I was. And I dragged others into a hell of my own making. I remember these two brothers in particular. childhood friends of mine. The older one enlisted with me, but the younger. Damn. He would never have made it as a soldier. He was too kind, too good. Ansford died at Specula Imperatoris, but his brother's still out there somewhere. Not that I've got the courage to face him after what I did. I hope he's found the life he deserves. Rudolph! He's alive! But how? I'm glad he made it out. But too many others didn't. Too many others still need our help. I helped make this blasphemy, and by Rhalgr, I'll kill the bastard if it's the last thing I do. Anyway, that's enough out of me. I'll be heading back to the city to make my report. I suggest you do likewise. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad I'm glad I kept playing this game, because in Stormblood I was like, Fordola just kind of showed up and then fucked off. Like, I know nothing about her, but it's nice that they're using the Endwalker role quest to kind of expand on her character a little bit. Happy. Plus, she's been like a prisoner for a very long time. I was wondering when something would come out of that, so I'm happy she's finally getting the chance to rebuild herself. Welcome back. Fordola's already given her account, and I'd like to hear yours too. So she almost turned into a beast herself. We'll have to take that into consideration before sending her into the field again. As far as the events in Aligana are concerned, the two of you did well. Despite the appearance of several beasts, you were able to prevent any further casualties. However, this serves to confirm that those with connections to the Crania Lupi should be considered at risk of turning. Over the years, many of them have drifted away from the larger settlements, and have taken a living in secret. Others made their way to Ul'dah as refugees, including some individuals of interest. As such, we'll be working closely with the Immortal Flames to locate and offer support to those refugees in particular. In fact, I plan to make the journey there for an audience with the Sultana. Once my preparations are complete, perhaps you might accompany me. Sir shall be glad to see you. I witnessed the man's death today, Rablan. Alright, so next, I guess I'll do... not melee DPS. I guess I'll do magical DPS, because I kind of want to see what's going on in Ishgard. I guess I'm just going up the list. Might as well, right? I really want to know more about the dragon, to be honest. His name was Fafnir, right? Oh, I should probably repair my shit. There's no repair smith in there, is there? Again, it's fine. I'll probably repair first time I see a repairman. No forgiveness, no deliverance. Heading to the strategy room? I should be glad to show you in. Artuarella is eagerly awaiting Deacon Clem's report. Ah, Hayes. Your timing could not be better. Deacon Clem has finished speaking with the rescued clergyman, and will be here shortly to share his findings. Lord Aymeric, too, is on his way. Let us wait for them. That's Deacon Clem. The homie. Deacon Clem, thank you for making the inquiries on our behalf. It was no imposition in the least. As I said, I'm glad to do all I can. So, is our understanding that those we escorted back were all close acquaintances of the Inquisitor who turned? Like him, they too had been the subject of harassment by certain quarters of the populace. Is this correct? It is, I am afraid. And they are far from alone. Men of the cloth were once afforded respect and deference as servants of Halone, but now they are openly reviled by many. We were complicit in perpetuating terrible lies, this is true, but we too were misled. We too are victims. Yet we are regarded by some as criminals. Well do I understand the people's anger, but it saddens me to think that they would thus lash out at their fellow men, especially when we need solidarity most of all. Though I can imagine your plight, I would not presume to fully grasp your pain. Will you tell us of the challenges you and yours have had to face since the war's end? Yeah, but don't go into too much detail, alright? We're trying to keep you alive. Like all sons and daughters of Ishgard, we dreamed of peace in our lifetime. But now that it has come, we find we have little cause to rejoice. Our faith has long been the foundation of our lives, and overnight that foundation has been crippled by fractures, beyond repair for some. To learn that we had been deceived, and that we had unwittingly deceived others in turn, was devastating. We who had once been shepherds to men found ourselves lost lambs, bereft of surety and wanting for guidance. We have languished in darkness, all of us. Yet I have faith. The church will redeem itself, that it will find a new path, and again become a beacon of hope for the people. I see. Thank you for sharing this with us. Your testimony has confirmed our suspicions. According to our allies, that which causes people to turn is none other than their despair and anguish. If it wasn't before, it is now abundantly clear why members of the clergy are among the transformed. That you did not, I believe, is due to your unwavering faith in the church. In light of this, we would ask for your continued cooperation. Of course, anything to help my brethren. Now that we have established the cause, this leaves us with the mystery of Profane Fafnir's identity, the progenitor of these troubles. Could he too have been a man of the cloth? From what I recall of his garb, I doubt it. He was dressed in the common fashion, and inadequately against the cold besides. That doesn't mean anything, though. What if, you know, being that he was part of the church, he was just kind of forced to live in the broom due to harassment? It's a possibility, you know? It's said that something of the individual may remain in the blasphemy, influencing its behavior. If we can determine what instincts drove Profane Fafnir, we may learn who it once was. And this knowledge, I believe, will prove vital in our efforts to stop it. Deacon Clem, we ask that you reach out to your fellow clergymen. Please do what you can to ease their anxieties. Understood. As I have ever done, I shall provide what comfort I can to those in need. Meanwhile, we must make it a priority to identify the blasphemy. To that end, I would seek out more eyewitnesses. The hotline is a busy place at any given time. Some ordinary citizens are bound to have been present as that tragic event unfolded. I propose we make inquiries at the pillars. If you could attend to the hotline, Lord Artoriel and I will look in the surrounding areas. You got it, man. What's this quest? Oh, Dark Knight. That's right. What level is my Dark Knight? What is it, 64? 60. I'll start there. Excuse me, ma'am. No, I didn't see that dragon. Nor would I have wished to, frightful as it sounds. They say it wasn't a Dravanian attack, but if not, then what was it? Chubble Wubbles? It's a great name. Oh, there you are. I wasn't present for the incident at the Hoplon, but a young man poorly just for the cold, that I did see. I recall him well because an aide from St. Vaindrose was searching for him. He was a patient at the infirmary. By coincidence, had the same name. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, perhaps it was a clergyman. Maybe he was related to Vaindro. The dragon that appeared at the Hoplon? Aye, I saw it with my own eyes. One moment an Elizin, the next a terrible beast. He was a heretic, I take it. Damn, that's crazy. We're still calling people heretics. We're still calling them heretics. Okay, buddy. Alright. Oh, it's at the bottom level. Okay, maybe I should have teleported. Kind of just wanted to walk, but... Were you able to learn anything? I'm sorry, what is that saying? Burns when I PvP is a friendly, small, helpful FC looking to add some players to our ranks. If interested in a chill atmosphere and enjoying some content, send me a tell. Well, what are you waiting for? Go join them. There you are, Hayes. Did your search yield any fruit? Burns when I PvP. A patient in the firmament's infirmary, you say? Among those with whom I spoke, one claims to have witnessed an individual fitting that description. A man walking in a stupor who did not seem to feel the cold. If he had wandered straight out of the infirmary, it would explain his state of attire. Yes, I dare say we have found our blasphemy, but I think that his name should be Vaindro. 'Tis the same as that of former Heavensward Commander Sir Vaindro de Rouchemont, for whom the infirmary is named. Ah! Sir Vaindro, however, retired from his station at a ripe old age some years ago. It's not like to have been him. In any case, we have a lead. I shall head to the infirmary at once. Here, wait for me in the broom. Well, aren't the names titles that are passed down? Like the Heavensward names aren't actually their names, right? Or am I mistaken? Where do you want me to go? Oh, the broom. Okay. Come on, Guru, to speed up. This is Loverick, the aide who was in charge of Vaindro. And also the mother of that girl from Alagana. Have you found him? Oh, please say you have. We have not, I am afraid. But we seek to, and hope that you could tell us more about him. May we ask how he came to be at the infirmary? He was found by a patrol in the Central Highlands. After being treated for his hurts, he was brought to us for convalescence. Being in the prime of his years, he had been doing well, but then... Prime of his years. By all accounts, he is no old man. It seems safe to assume it isn't Sir Vaindro. Oh no, he's definitely a different person, as I told Lord Artoriel. And though he gave his name as Vaindro, he seemed rather confused, and we had no means to confirm his identity. In his state, he shouldn't be wandering about on his own. Please, you must find him. The man who recently turned into a beast at the Hoplon. We regret to say it may have been Vaindro. What? No, how can this be? Is there aught else you can tell us? Things he may have said or done while in your care? While he was still unconscious, he would often ramble. Though most of it was incoherent, he mentioned the Archbishop many times. Oh, and he spoke of a bishop too. Bishop Vartanois. I assumed he was a pious man, given this. I see. Thank you for your cooperation. We will continue our investigation, and should we confirm what became of Vaindreau, inform you forthwith. Let us return to the congregation for now. Huh. Interesting. This one feels like a bit more mysterious than some of the other ones. I guess in the other ones you don't really know like what's causing, or like, you know, like you're not seeing the monster actively, but this one specifically feels like a almost like a mystery book. I kind of like it. Although no combat, though. The mystery remains, but we are one step closer to identifying the man who became Profane Fafnir. Indeed. Though he did not at first appear to be a member of the clergy, his words betray a fervent faith. And how curious that he should speak not only of the Archbishop, but Bishop Vartanois specifically. Perhaps he was personally acquainted with His Grace. In light of the possibility, I believe we should speak with him directly. Agreed. I'll request an audience, but His Grace has many demands upon his time. It may be a while before we are seen. Aren't you the leader of Ishgard? Should you have other business, pray feel free to attend to them in the meantime. Like, aren't you, like, the president? Can't you just be like, hey, Bishop? I mean, I guess they did say it yesterday, the church and the democracy are kind of separate, which is good. Alright, let's do Bard. Bard was Doma, right? Doma Enclave? God damn, man. Fine. Trying to rob me blind. I never leveled up Bard! Oh shit. Okay, I gotta do like a fate real quick. I'm gonna do it in... I'll do it in Tabner. I forgot that I got really close, but I didn't actually level it up. Let's see, that's 85 here. I'll do this one because it has 1% on it. Maybe somebody else is doing it. Yeah, 3%. Okay, that seems like a group. That should level me up, right? The name makes it sound like a boss, so... Actually, the icon also makes it look like a boss. I forgot, the icons determine, like, what it is. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. Fly faster. I'm here to help. Thank you. Alright, don't forget to Iron Jaws. Oh, I'm building aggro. Did I slow down? Oh, they are just a healer. Okay, never mind. That's alright, I got Troubadour. Oh, here we go. Alright, watch one of these. Bam. Alright, we should clear before I die, right? Okay. Whew. Nice. Okay, now we teleport back to Doma. Oh, he's a ticket. Oops. Oh well. There they go. Oh, it's right there. I don't need to mount. I didn't mean he's a ticket, by the way, but it's fine. Whatever. What did I get for that, by the way? I got something. Is it a trait? Enhanced Apex Arrow. Didn't I just get Apex Arrow? I guess I didn't just get it. I had it at 80. Enhanced. Grants Blast Arrow ready upon executing Apex Arrow after the Soul Voice gauge has reached 80 or higher. Okay. And then Blast Arrow, I'm guessing will be down here. Delivers an attack to all enemies in a straight line before you with a potency of 600 for the first enemy, 60%. Okay, how much does Apex do? Oh, Apex scales. So at most, Apex does 500. So I wonder, is it better to just use Apex at 80? Right? Because at max, isn't it? It'll be 500 potency at max. At the very least, I want to do it at 80, so I trigger Blast Arrow and get the 600. That's kind of nuts, actually. That's pretty cool. And then what do I get next? Radiant Finale is 90. Increases the damage dealt by self and party members. Effectiveness is determined by the number of different coda active in the song gauge. Can only be executed when one coda is there. Minstrel's Coda. Grants Mage's Coda, Army's Coda, or Wanderer's Coda upon singing Mage's Ballad. Okay. Ah, so is this a button that I use after singing all 3 songs? I think it is. So I sing all 3 songs, and then on 110, or every 110 seconds, we get a 6% damage buff. Which is kind of nice. I guess you just time that with the 2-minute buffs. I don't know if you would do it. Maybe you do it at the beginning to put it on cooldown, and then by the time the next round of buffs is up, it'll be up again with a 6%. Right? Because you'd probably just song. You do one song, right? And then you do all your buffs with that. And then I guess you use Radiant Finale for the 2%. And then 2 minutes later, you could do Radiant Finale with the 3%. Right? Because how long does a song last? Songs last 45 seconds. That should line up, right? Oh no, it's like just over. But you should still have the buff. You should still have the buff. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That seems pretty cool. An enhanced Troubadour. Please let me go to it. 90 seconds. Alright. Lord Hien's extended absence from the Enclave does not sit well with Yugiri. Ah, Hayes. We have yet to ascertain the whereabouts of the blasphemy from Isiri, but for a blessing we have received no reports of others that have turned. Lord Hien, for his part, has made a concerted effort to go about the villages and converse with his subjects directly. I suspect his constant presence has served to allay the people's fears. As one might expect, he has ever been dictated and diligent, but I fear he's been away over long. I thought to go and visit what should have been his last destination, Isiri. Might I ask you to accompany me? Thank you. I'm sure there is no cause for concern, but nevertheless, I should be glad to find him quickly. You got it. I love this area too. A lot of people say that the Ruby Sea is kind of like an enjoyment gate, and I guess I definitely felt that. Do not get me wrong, I felt that too when I was playing through Stormblood. But this area is really fucking pretty to me, you know. And like, I mean, how else do you introduce diving? You know, other than like a big area where the whole, like most of the area is underwater. Like, that's cool, you know? It does kind of suck because a lot of the area, or a lot of the space underwater is just kind of like a barren wasteland. Outside of like, what, 2 towns? But it's still cool to me. Hayes, Yugiri, my apologies if I gave you cause for concern. Just in the state of affairs here in Isiri has proven difficult. And I mean, I guess, you know, it's a field area, right? I guess it's meant to be a barren wasteland. I don't know. I don't know how you would change it, but I like this area a lot. You know, it's the closest thing that we have to like a actual ocean area. You know, just like purely on the ocean. It's nice. To put it simply, the people, one and all, refuse to speak with me. They simply bow their heads and turn away at my approach. Knowing the blasphemy originated here, I cannot help but wonder if that has aught to do with their silence. Perhaps you could attempt to engage with the people in my stead. Surely they have no cause to deny the two of you. I should hope not. Nevertheless, I will don a disguise, lest I draw undue attention. Come, Hayes. Let us see what we can discover. Thank you. Both of you. I got you, Hien. Don't worry about it. Excuse me, Mr. Burly Villager. I owe a great debt to Lord Hien. If not for him, I would still be fighting under the Imperial standard. But the village suffered dearly under the occupation. What's more, our Lord failed to punish the Viceroy for her crimes, and failed to reunite many with their loved ones. I understand why some would think poorly of him, even if I do not. Blasphemy? You are mistaken, my friend. Our village was not visited by a monster, but a kami. Izanami. Where Lord Hien is cold and callous, she offers us boundless compassion and love. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Aye, that's right. The blasphemy was born of a young woman here in Isiri. Tragic, really. Every day she prayed for the safe return of her husband, but it was not to be. If I'm to be honest, I fear the loss drove her poor mother-in-law mad. Kisei has ever been a devout believer in the kami and their blessings, but she somehow convinced herself that Minato has become one. Poor mother-in-law mad. Kisei has... Okay. Gotcha. The illusions of a grieving parent, obviously, but an alarming number of people have come to share in her belief. Heresy is what it is. Oh, so they think it's Izanami that has come to deliver the people from whatever. Isn't Izanami isn't she like a... She's not a god of death, but isn't she like associated with death? Or mutilation in some way? Look, this is going off my smite knowledge, okay? All I know about Izanami is that she's like a ghost girl, and she, you know, her idle animation, she's doing like all of this shit. So I don't know, like... I don't know why they would pray to Izanami, of all people. Maybe it's different in Final Fantasy. I see. Little wonder they would refuse to confide in me. The belief held by some that this blasphemy is a kami, however, is quite concerning. Izanami presides over life and death! She gave birth to the nation of Doma, and ushers souls of the departed unto the land of the dead. I trust you understand what it would mean to deny them a source of hope in such dark times, even one such as this. The villagers also claim this Kisei can speak with the dead. In fact, she will be holding a gathering to demonstrate her powers ere long. Perfect opportunity to gauge the extent of their fanaticism. Not for me, of course. My presence would draw undue attention. Might I ask you both to attend in my stead? The followers will be gathering in the tavern. Come. O spirits of Isari, I beseech you, lend me your voice and let your presence be known. Cross the veil and be among us once more! Ah, Kitsu. Father? Still tending the nets, like I taught you? Yes, Father. Every day. Thanks to you, we never want for fish. Bellies are never empty. I am proud to be your son. I was always too embarrassed to tell you before, but... And I am proud to have been your father. May you ever be blessed by the sea's bounty. It hurts. Father, what's wrong? He is in terrible pain, my child. Those who have cheated death's design yet live. It has disrupted the natural order, and the spirits suffer for it. What must we do to ease their pain? Just put $29.99 plus tax in the bucket. I'll pass it around to every single person. If you don't got it, I do take loans. Fear not. Izanami shall put all to rights. She will claim the souls not long for this world, and deliver them unto the hereafter. When her work is finished, your father's spirit, and all the others will find peace. That's horrifying. The kid. Can you find my father? Can you help me speak with him? Kisei. Kisei! Can you commune with my husband? What about my family? Help me, Kisei, please! Something doesn't seem right here, but it also doesn't really seem malicious. I think they're just misguided. She seemed convincing enough, but was that truly Akitsu's father that spoke through her? So, is Kisei's ability all that she claims? I honestly cannot tell. She didn't seem disingenuous. A young man spoke with his dearly departed father through her. I find that rather hard to believe. Even so, those in attendance appeared quite convinced, my lord. And I suspect a great many of the villagers I've spoken with recently are as well. Everywhere I went, the people were in so much pain, and there was nothing I could do or say to give them solace. Yet for all their anguish, there has not been a single report of villagers turning since the incident with Tonbo's brother. Which can only mean word of Kisei and her ability to speak with the deceased has spread. The belief we can commune with our loved ones in death is a comfort far beyond my power to provide. But I fail to see how the people would abide the kami claiming innocent lives to restore order. Yeah, that part's fucked. She comes! Izanami! The blasphemy. Here! Do we get to see it? Shit, we missed it. Lord Hien, the kami, she appeared as if from nowhere. And the next instant, this poor man was... Damn. So we were too late. Ah, that's right. He was the burly villager. You recognize him then? Curious that he and the blasphemy's first victim were former conscripts. What could the fiend be after, I wonder? It does not become my lord to speak ill of the kami. But what's with bro's hair on the right? Look at him! Look at him! Dude looks like a whole ass hagfish. Like, what's happening? Or a goblin fish? Like, what's happening, man? I understand you are come to investigate the rumors of a monster born in our village. A blasphemy, you called it. But you are sorely mistaken. My daughter-in-law, Minato, was chosen to serve as a vessel for Izanami. I witnessed her ascension with my own eyes. Minato, please! I can't. I won't. There's no logic in it, no justice. The Witch of Doma spared, given a second chance. My husband, condemned to die as a conscript. I'll never know what became of him. Lord Hien can't even give me that. And when I look at the families he made whole, at their happiness, I feel the hole in my heart. The gaping wound that will never heal, begin to bleed. Only at my beloved's side will I find peace. You mustn't lose faith, Minato. All will be well. Trust in the kami, in Izanami. I want to believe, but... Oh, wow. Look at it. Wow. Izanami is come to bring peace to the souls of the departed, to restore balance between their world and ours. Surely you would not dare defy the will of the kami. This balance you speak of has claimed the lives of 2 innocents but recently returned to us. I cannot, I will not accept that the kami would condone such cruelty. No crueler than the sight of Yotsuyu free and forgiven, while my husband and son fought Garlemald's wars, now dead and forgotten in a foreign land. With all due respect to Lord Hien, is it not your duty to protect Doma and her people? How are we to place our faith in the man who places the enemy's safety and well-being above that of his own subjects? Yotsuyu was a subject. No, hold on. Kisei, is it? No, Yotsuyu is Doman. Okay? I don't think that argument works here. Now I get it. Fuck Yotsuyu for what she did, but she atoned. You know what I'm saying? She definitely atoned. I guess they don't know that part, though. They don't know that part. Never mind. Only the kami are deserving of our adoration, as they have always been. Damn, she's gonna heel turn with respect? Oh! Kisei is cold with it, though. Hold on. She showed respect and then fucked off? You lost, Hien. The villagers are no doubt loath to ask it of me, but preparations must be made for burials and funeral rites. I can offer that much, at least. You seem distracted during our conversation with Kisei. Is something the matter? The echo. And the blasphemy was indeed born of Minato. To bear witness to such horror, how her mind must have struggled to comprehend what she saw. As a woman of faith, perhaps her only surviving family becoming one with the divine was the only reality with which she could come to terms. I believe I know now what must be done. I but pray her fervor does not drive her to oppose us. Come, let us return to the Enclave. I think the Doman ones are my favorite so far. Like 100%. From what you told me of your vision, the nature of Minato's despair, as well as the focus of her ire, is clear. It is plain she was a good-natured and kind-hearted woman, grieving for the loss of her husband. This loss alone may not have been enough to turn her, but my failure to hold Yotsuyu to account, together with the sight of other families reunited, compounded the turmoil in her broken heart. A path to despair paved by my good intentions, a truth that will weigh heavy on my conscience until my dying day. Minato was prepared to die in sadness rather than live in hatred. If she could see the beast she has become, she would implore us to stop her. Which is why we must find the others who will return to us in the prisoner exchange before they come to harm. Once their safety is assured, we may hunt down the blasphemy and bring a close to this tragedy. I'm just gonna make a quick pit stop. There we go. Yeah, no problem. Alright, so next we're going to do, I guess it's tank. Tank was Gridani, alright? So expensive. No, it's at the guild, isn't it? Yeah, right there. We have followed up on every report concerning Glepnir, even those that beggared belief. The most promising suggests the blasphemy is currently stalking the South Shroud. We are to proceed there at once, for there is no telling when it might strike again. The Elder Seer is already en route to Roots Lake. Let's not keep her waiting. I saw somebody advertising their venue. I was curious. Entry period in progress. Nice. I get to throw away 20 mil for a week until I lose the lottery. No sign of the beast yet, thankfully. A single glimpse of Glepnir might send the people running. You'll be hard-pressed to restore order. Greetings, Hayes. As luck would have it, my sister Raya O frequents Camp Tranquil. It would do well to meet with her first, for she may have knowledge of this threat that can aid us in our search. Yeah, I'm familiar with Raya. She's the homie. The little brother's over in Garlemald, though. It has been too long, Raya O. Kane! Kane? I was afraid this situation might force your arrival, or that this reunion was under more joyous circumstances. It is heartening to see you're joined by the bearer of Atoa's will. Unfortunately, Glepnir's poison cannot be cured by any healing force known to us, as I'm sure you've already learned. Nevertheless, I have faith that together we will find a way to defeat it. Every moment is crucial, so let us dispense with further pleasantries. Have you received word of Glepnir's whereabouts? I have. It recently ambushed a poor traveler, who succumbed to his wounds soon thereafter. A tragic and increasingly common tale. No others in Camp Tranquil have come to harm, but some claim they feel a presence in the distant trees, staring at them with a malicious intensity. They struggle to find the courage to venture beyond the safety of the camp. While its victims exhibit symptoms reminiscent of the creeping death, Glepnir's corruption seems to only affect those who have been assaulted by the blasphemy itself. We have yet to confirm a single instance of it spreading from one individual to another. That's somewhat reassuring, but it will provide little comfort to the people here, I think. When Glepnir comes, any defense we mount will come at great cost. Those who fall wounded will invariably die. I'm at a loss. And I love the Moogles, like, in sync with her. I'm at a loss, and the people under my care can see it. They grow tense and bicker amongst themselves. Some even accuse me of standing idly by while this monster roams free, as if I'm not doing all that I can. I apologize. Would that I had come to you sooner. Would that there were more I could offer you. Not every burden is yours to bear. She cares too much. He is right. It is the duty of all Seed Seers to face this threat, and so we should do so together, with the aid of the elementals as well. Under different circumstances, I would agree. Their strength has waned since the calamity, and I am reluctant to impose upon them. Indeed, when I open my thoughts to the elementals, I shudder to hear their distress. Once we have laid low the blasphemy, the elementals will be at peace. Well then, how do you propose we go about that? First, allow me to speak with the people here and assure them that all will be well. That Gridania's resolve to weather this storm remains steadfast. No road is closed to those true of heart. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised that you'd begin with an earnest and heartfelt appeal. For my part, I shall reach out to Arun. Perhaps together we could find a way to offer similar comfort to the elementals. I have no doubt we will require their assistance in the days ahead. Thank you, sister. May the 12 watch over and keep you both. May I trouble you to accompany me? The presence of a storied hero would surely lend credence to my claims that the people's difficulties will soon be at an end. While you attend to that, I shall gather what information I can from the wood whalers stationed here. Pray look for me at the camp proper when you have finished. If we are to convince the people that they need not live in fear of Glepnir, then my words alone may be insufficient. I do not comport myself as an imposing figure blessed with martial prowess, to say the least. I do not comport myself as an imposing figure blessed with martial prowess, to say the least. You, on the other hand, are renowned as a peerless warrior who has triumphed in countless trials. Simply looking on your features fills me with confidence that this crisis too shall pass. I pray you stay by my side, that those we speak with might be joyed by your presence. Condescendent is now accompanying you. Wow. That's cool. Try as they might to go about their lives as normal, there is an unmistakable tension in their every movement. We must do what we can to put their minds at ease. That's really cool. You just hanging out? Yeah, okay, dope. I wonder, wait, how far? Okay, hold on. They said leave the area, right? So can I just travel with her, like, into the next city? Dude, like, imagine 14 as a single player game. I feel like it would actually do really well. Yeah, she's just chilling, man. That's cool. It's not often we get the city leaders, you know, like hanging out with us. Seed Seers are sitting pretty with their guards and finery. What do they care if a beastie is running amok? They'll be fine. That's why they're doing nothing while it hunts us. You'd be fools to trust our lives to those who don't care a whit. Aye, past time we went south. At least in Ul'dah, they don't pretend to look out for the common man. Elder Seetsier, I was just, I promise you that we are sparing no effort in our hunt for Glepnir. However, it will take some time, and more may suffer before the beast is laid low. Nevertheless, I ask that you place your faith in me, if only for a little while longer. I love the Twelveswood and her people with all my heart, and will not let our enemy torment us forever. I understand. Man's gotta give voice to his worries from time to time, eh? Nothing I want less than to abandon my home. I'll stick around. For now. A single scratch is enough to spell one's doom, they say. Nothing but to wait for death to come. How can we face a beast like that? Do not give in to despair, my friend. Know that I shall do all in my power to see us through this crisis. Hold fast to hope, and encourage others to do so as well. I'll try, Elder Seedseer. I'll try. I know you've placed yourself at risk leaving the safety of the city and coming here. That means a lot to me and mine. I'll stay close to the Whalers and pray news of your triumph reaches us soon. Thank you. I promise that it will not be long. I saw it! A gargantuan beast stalking the woods with horns the size of my leg! Must have stopped it from coming here to fill its belly. Glepnir will do no such thing, I swear. I shall see to it personally that the blasphemy does not come within a malm of this village. Keep heart, for brighter days lie ahead of us. Truly, Elder Seedseer. Perhaps I've let my imagination get the better of me. You are a beacon in these dark times. I pray you restore the peace soon. I shall. You can be certain. Will that be all for now, Elder Seedseer? It will. I've done what I can to quell the unrest, but so long as Glepnir lives, they will never be at peace. Sometimes simply lending an ear does wonders, as must be the case for the elementals, yes? Indeed, you are correct. Today was a welcome reminder of that truth, and an important step in our journey. Mayhap I should visit these settlements more often. Doubtless some here think me as distant as the elementals. So rarely do they see me in the outer reaches. You have served me admirably as protectors thus far, for which I am grateful. Yet until we have found and laid Glepnir low, I must continue to oppose upon your goodwill. There's no imposition, Elder Seedseer. You saved me on the killing fields of Carton. My life is yours. now and always. Your life is your own to command, but I thank you for your words, and your conviction, which fills me with confidence that the path we walk is true. Even if that path takes us far afield. Did I ever tell you that, when I was a young student, I would often steal into the woods with a dear friend of mine, much to the chagrin of our teacher. Deep down, I suspect there is still a part of me that yearns to wonder where I should not. Well, she was a little rebel back in the day. Okay. Was it Atoa? It was probably Atoa. Because, alright, I know lore is happening, but think about it. So, what we know about Atoa, if you've not done the White Mage quests, Atoa was a seed seer. I don't know if Atoa was related to Kani. I don't think he was. But he was a seed seer. I believe he was the elder at the time. But he would actually leave, like, the forest and go help people, like, outside of Gridania's boundaries, or the Black Shroud's boundaries, which is kind of like a big no-no for Pajal. All Pajali are kind of, at least they believe they are bound to the forest to hear the will of the elementals, right? And it's a big thing, I believe, in the 60 to 70 quests. No, sorry, the Heavensward quest line. It's a big thing that the granddaughter of one of the people who traveled with Atoa was mad at the other Seedseers, Raya O and her brother, for not wanting to leave the forest and, like, help people around the world, right? So at the end of that quest line, you come to a compromise. The little kid, or the little, they're not young, they're like thousands of years old or something like that, or hundreds of years. But the little brother, Arun, I believe is his name. Arun decides that he's going to travel with the granddaughter, and they're gonna go around and spread, healing and sustenance to people all around the world. Which is why in Endwalker you see Arun actually joining the contingency to go to Garlemald, right? Because he's actually willing to help people in other parts of the world. And he also mentions, because we've done the quest line, like, hey, if you're wondering where she is, she's actually back home, still, doing whatever. But, yeah, so it was a big thing that you learn in those quest lines, that Atoa actually left the forest multiple times to go help people. And I wonder if Kane is talking about Atoa, that they used to, like, steal away and, go do delinquent shit. It'd be kind of cool, actually. Elder Seedseer. Word from the border. We've got ourselves a right bloody mess by the sound of it. What has happened? Per your earlier instructions, the Whalers closed the roads to all travel while we scoured the woods for wood for signs of Glepnir. And now a group of locals are demanding to be let through into Thanalan. Oh, because they're trying to get the fuck out of here. They're terrified by the sounds of it, screaming about the creeping death and gods know what else. Despair grips their hearts. If it consumes them wholly, then we may have yet more blasphemies to contend with. I will speak with them. Wild rumors fuel their panic, and with truth and compassion will I convince them to see reason and return to their homes. If anyone can, it's you, Elder Seedseer. We're doing our best to keep them calm for now, but my man's words paint a grim picture. I pray you make your way to the border as quickly as you can. We can't walk, we gotta run, man! Hop on the bike! These people are gonna turn. It's good we arrived when we did. Any later, we might have been met with a bloodier sight. People here are indeed terrified. I must take care of my words. Let us through, damn you! We're standing here while the creeping death nips at our heels. You're telling us to die! Those rumors are false. The Elder Seer herself sent word that the Creeping Death is not responsible for the recent incidents. You mustn't surrender to panic. Return to your homes while we deal with the threat, and pay no heed to baseless stories. Stories? Stories? I've seen the dead with my own eyes. Don't tell me what is and isn't true. Hearken to me, my friends. I come before you now to assure you that the Creeping Death has not returned. Only those who have been wounded by Glepnir are in danger, and so I beseech you to take shelter in your homes until the threat has passed. Glepnir? The beast I saw in the wood. We have to run. It could have followed us. You saw him? Where? Not far from here. Those glistening horns, those terrible chains, reaching out to drag you down to the 7th hill. You ran and never looked back. But don't worry, it didn't catch anyone. But don't worry, it didn't catch any of us. No one's marked. See? That means we're safe, right? Oh shit! But say we weren't quite fast enough. What then? Its horns and claws are where the poison resides, and even a scratch would be cause for concern. Even a little scratch. Then it's too late for me. Is that why my body feels like it's on fire? You told me the branches tripped you up. You said that's how it happened. You said! O heavenly winds, guide us to the font of strength. May we drink from it and be made whole. I don't feel any better. Do it again. Do it again! It hurts. Help me. Conjuring has no effect. There can be no mistake. This is Glepnir's doing. Even so, I ask that you do not lose heart. Stay strong, for if we surrender to fear, the beast has already won. No. I don't want to die. Please, help me. Jesus. Get back! You said it wasn't... Oh, why? Why? Liar! Liars! All of you! None of us are safe! None of us will... Despair made manifest. 12 forfend. Is there naught that could be done for these poor souls? Not but one thing, I know. I know. We must lay them to rest. Contain the threat. Fuck, man. Okay, I thought they were gonna help me. I didn't realize I was, doing it alone. That's why I was only using AoE. I was like, oh yeah, I'll draw aggro. You guys do damage. They are at peace. But that it had not come to this. I was powerless to prevent it. You did all you could, Elder Seedseer. Is that what's going to happen to us? Is there no hope? What you witnessed was the fate of those who fall to deepest despair. It feeds upon grief and anguish, and is more deadly than Gleipnir himself. But as I swore to you that we shall defeat the blasphemy that haunts our homeland, so too do I swear that despair will not be the end of us. Keep the faith and look to the horizon. Brighter days will come. As you say, Elder Seedseer. As you say. Gleipnir is not here, so you are free to return to your homes. I but urge you to take care on the path back. We will, Elder Seedseer. Jesus, man. The storm has passed. But a darker tempest rolls in the distance. So long as the specter of despair looms, the people will struggle to take any words of comfort to heart. We'll see more tragedies like this. The elementals too cry out for a solution. The longer we struggle to resolve the crisis, the more innocent lives we put at risk. Raya O said that we will need to turn to the elementals for assistance, and I know now that she was right. So I will seek audience with the Great One. However, there are preparations I must attend to first. I shall make the proper ablutions at the lotus stand. Pray return to the Adder's Nest and await my summons. Wow. Jeez, man. Despite our best efforts, we have been unable to prevent further loss of life. I foresee even greater hardship ahead. As we press on, we mustn't forget the words of the Elder Seedseer. We must strive to remain undaunted in the face of despair. She is preparing for her communion with the Great One. When the time is right, she will call upon us both. Until then, my friend, stay strong. Wow. And last but not least, again, we're heading to Limsa Lominsa. I love this song so much. It reminds me of Evil East music. Like, I really want to get that song. And it sucks because I'm going to have to level up the Adder's Nest Grand Company to probably buy that song, right? Unless it's just something I can get. If it's just something I can get, I'm going to buy it right now. But I'm pretty sure the rolls are for, you know, let's see, right? Bum 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 bum. Yeah, so I have to level up the Adder's Nest to even be able to buy that song. That blows. That makes me angry and sad, but. Again, I said I'm gonna do it anyway, like when I'm like caught up, so probably sometime after Dawn Trail. Secretariat has recent developments to share. Your timing could not be better. The Admiral has just this moment returned from meeting with the Sahagin. I shall inform her of your arrival. I think that's what that said. Ah, Hayes. I'm glad you're here. We've decided on our next course of action. As you know, we face two distinct but interconnected challenges. The transformations occurring among the Sahagin may be one, but the blasphemy itself is still the root of the problem. Thus far, those who succumb to the change have all been affiliated with the crushing tide, and continue to resist our diplomatic efforts. Were we to put a stop to the phenomenon, as well as address their grievances, we may yet have a chance at peace. To that end, I would propose a double-pronged approach. On one front, we shall work in tandem with our Sahagin allies to redouble our patrols. Should the blasphemy surface, we shall share this knowledge and move immediately to dispatch the threat. At the same time, we will pursue a dialogue with the crushing tide. We need to bring them back to the negotiating table, and then see what can be done to convince them to stand down. A key point will no doubt be the lingering issue of securing land for their spawning grounds. It is a discussion I intend to approach with an open mind. This will be no easy task. We succeeded with the kobolds, and I have faith that we will succeed with the Sahuagin as well. So long as we parley in good faith. I can only hope they share that sentiment. You're wise to temper your expectations, but I would not abandon hope ere we try. At any rate, Noel has sent word that one Dao, a priest who styles himself the leader of the Crushing Tide. Oh, Noel has sent word that one Dao, a priest who styles himself as the leader of the Crushing Tide, has grudgingly agreed to hear us out. I'll parley with him face to face at the Sapsa spawning grounds, and would have you at my side. If you do not object, that is. Absolutely not. Excellent. In that case, pray join me at South Tide Gate when you are ready. From there, we will go together. Has this person, like, been here the whole time? Just chilling? Alright. I'm here. All prepared, are you? Dao is not known for his patience. Must take care not to incur his ire. Wasn't Dao the person that summoned Leviathan? I was told he would be at the spawning grounds upon our arrival, but it appears he has been delayed. Let us speak with the Sahuagin here. Mayhap one of them will be able to shed light on what may be keeping him. But one more thing. I come here as a representative of Limza Laminza on a diplomatic mission. But the talks deteriorate and things come to blows. I cannot be seen to bloody my hands. I trust that you understand. And with that, let us be off. Oh, okay. First, let us see if any of the Sahuagin here possess any knowledge of Dao's whereabouts. That's cool. That was a stiff running animation. She's too cool to just put her heart into running. Just to look as cool as possible at all times. And, you know, honestly, I support it. I'm here for it. What is this? Since when are filthy shore walkers free to intrude upon our sacred spawning grounds? Pray forgive our intrusion. We seek an audience with Speaker Dao. Where might we find them? We will do no such thing, shore walker. We have not forgotten what you did to Lord Leviathan. Begone! We won't get much out of this one. Let's try elsewhere. Psh, why do you trespass in our domain, vile shore walkers? We mean you no harm. We come only for a peaceful parley with your leader, Master Dao. Where might we find him? Psh, we desire no parley with the shore walkers who would steal our home. Were it not for your insatiable selfishness, we Sahuagin would grow and flourish. Your grievances are justified. That is why I would speak with Master Dao and work toward a peaceful solution. Psh! Empty words from the thieving shore walker. But so be it. Soon you shall learn the futility of your efforts. Speaker Dao is currently overseeing security at the spawning grounds. You will find him by the entrance. Though mark my words, you will wish you hadn't. You shall see. Thank you for your aid. Yeah, thanks, man. And get some braces. That was significant to me in some way. I feel like I know that name. Shore walkers in our spawning grounds. To what do I owe this pleasure? Speaker Dao, I presume. Our apologies for entering into your home unannounced. I am Melvid Blothiswin, Chief Admiral of Limsa Laminsa, and this is Hayes Nada. We come seeking a parley, that we might strive for peace between our peoples. Parley, you say? Prolonging this conflict any further will lead only to needless suffering. The menace both our peoples face is great indeed. If ever there was a time to set aside our differences and come together for the greater good, it is now. I invite you to join us at South Tidegate for formal negotiations. Shorewalkers and Sahagin coming together? What assurance do I have that you will not slit our gills the moment we set foot within your territory? I can offer naught but my word. We open our gates to you and invite you into our home as a show of respect. I do not trust you, Shorewalker. But let it never be said that Tao of the Crushing Tide was a coward. I accept your offer, but attempt any treachery or subterfuge, and your people will drown in their own blood. Very well, Master Tao. I look forward to a productive discussion. Let us return then. I shall send word to Noel as well. I would have our Sahagin allies join us at the parley. Are you chilling? Oh, I thought you were chilling. Know this, Shorewalker. I come not because your words sway me, but to show my spawn brothers that Tao of the Crushing Tide is no coward. Sway? Your words do not sway me. That that audio cut was sharp. What's this? Is it just like a thing? Huh. It's pretty. You got bodyguards? You're gonna need them. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Not that we're not gonna kick his ass. I'm just saying, you know, like, bring bodyguards. Thank you for joining us here, Master Tao. Shh. The air here sickens me. Be brief. I think I lost his voice. Aye. Let's get straight to the heart of the matter. A common threat looms before us, one more powerful than any primal, with the potential to bring death without end to both Sahagin and Laminzin alike. These circumstances call for swift and united action. You doubt our intentions, but I remind you that we have liberated many of your kin from Leviathan's enthrallment. They and countless other Sahagin have joined us, of their own free will, that we may ensure the survival of both our peoples. Psh, aye. By their deeds have the Laminzins proven themselves worthy of our trust. Master Tao, you and your Crushing Tide want only to secure a future for your people. I say to you, this can only be done by confronting this threat together. Psh, threats. Threats. What is this threat you speak of? If it is unity you crave, then submit yourself to our command. Be as the Serpent Reavers. They are the only shorewalkers I deign to call friend. You would ask us to willingly surrender ourselves to your Lord of the Whirl. I do. For that, and that alone, will ensure peace between us. Preposterous! You propose not alliance, but servitude. This way lies nothing but death for all Sahagin. Do you hear this, my spawn brothers? The Shorewalkers have stolen this one's mind. He decries Lord Leviathan, and espouses the lunacy of our shorn foes.
These treacherous wretches have abandoned our god, and conspire to drive we faithful from our ancestral home. We cannot, we must not let this stand.
God, this is killing my throat.
Psh, for shame, forsaken by our spawn brothers. They shied with the finless ones, and blaspheme our Lord Leviathan. They who steal our spawning grounds and slaughter our children. Our future. Our future.
Dumbass.
Psh, behold. Behold this blessing. Lord Leviathan grants us greater and greater strength.
You would call this a blessing?
Psh, shut your horrors. Flee for your lives.
Is no one gonna do anything? The beast makes for airport. I leave this place to you. We're just letting it walk off? What the fuck was that?
Psh, splendid. Splendid. Let all our spawn brothers be blessed with such power.
Ooh, I love that pose. Or draw pose. Alright, let's get this over with. You do so much damage.
This is the second time you've saved my life, Shorewalker. My gratitude is as boundless as the sea. What of the Admiral? We must go to her aid.
I'm gonna need vocal lessons to do these side quests. God damn.
No, we couldn't save the other guy? What the fuck? We just watched! Psh, what a horrific shite. I was too late. I am sorry. Psh, there is no need for apologies. We're not responsible for my people's plight. What I cannot fathom is Dao's response. How pleased he was to see his brothers becoming slavering beasts. The fool believes it is a blessing from Leviathan himself. Any hope for a peaceable solution will be lost should Dao and his crushing tide manage to wield these transformations as a weapon against us. I shudder at the very thought. And yet the true threat, the blasphemy, is still out there, yes?
Just so. The first ones to transform are those who have fallen into the deepest depths of despair. The more painful their anguish, the more fearsome and formidable they become in their bestial forms, and the greater their influence over your others. We can scarcely hope to stand against a legion of such foes, but that there was more my people could do to help. I will have the Maelstrom patrol the seas for the blasphemy, that we might slay it with all due haste. This may well amount to naught. The blasphemy too was born from a Sahagin. It could be sheltering in the depths, beyond the reach of our ships. In that case, pray allow my spawn brothers and I to serve as your eyes beneath the she. Thank you, Noel. Through our efforts combined, we might yet weather this threat. As for your brothers who gave their lives today for our cause, I shall see that they are returned home to be laid to rest as they deserve. You have my gratitude, Admiral. With that, we should return as well. There's much work to be done, and we would see it done quickly. Take it easy, Noel. Let's take my fallen brother home. Yeah. Rest easy, man. What? Oh. God, that jump scared me. I thought I was like... What's happening?
Ah, Hayes, I was just sharing our findings. So you see, the danger is exactly as Hagen described. Like a good angle. While Dao and his ilk have no means of forcibly triggering the phenomenon at present, it is plain they intend to seek one out. I have a mark on my monitor, and it made it look like butt, and I was like, that's a weird way to end this. Redouble our patrols offshore, and inform me at the first sight of anything out of the ordinary. It shall be done, Admiral. I worry that we may be stretching ourselves too thin. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I will recall our forces from Garlemald. Yet, I would reserve that as a last resort. For now, I must get to work securing reinforcements. I ask that you remain close by. May have need of your strength all too soon.
All right. Good quest. Good quest. I think the Doman one is my favorite, probably. Maybe followed by the Alamigo one, just for more exposition on Cordola. I'm actually really enjoying that one too. I would say the Doman one and the Alamigan one are tied. Stormblood stay winning. Let's head back to Rods and Hun. That is probably where I will call it for the day. And I think what I might do is I might make some crafted gear for some of my sub jobs just to catch them up. You know, because like I mean, it's not going to be too much of an eye level difference, but at least it'll be high quality. Right? So it'd be nice to kind of get them to where they're not getting beat up by fates and shit. And, you know, story mobs. You know, just to kind of, I mean, I guess I could get dungeon gear, but you know what I mean? Like, just to get them ready to go for some of the later stuff, right? Because we're going to be leveling them up to 90, so. And being that it's Endwalker, I can't just buy, like, tome gear willy-nilly, you know? Because that's gonna cost, these tomes, right? Casualty? Causality, not casualty. It's gonna cost a causality, and I don't have those to go around, so. I can exchange this shit? I'm gonna do that. Might as well, right? Cool. So, thank you for watching. I'm gonna head out. Good session, even though it was just role quest, but next session! It should be happening tomorrow before raid night. I'm going to do MSQ. Finally. Fucking finally. So, thank you again for putting up with my delay and trying to level up jobs so I can get my lore, but it's over now. Well, mostly. I won't have to worry about getting Bard and Gunbreaker up to level 87 for a while, I imagine, but I'm going to continue doing leveling on them, right? I want to get them to 90 before I have to do the 90 quests. I don't want to like only level them up when I'm faced with a role quest, so I will still be doing like dailies and doing dungeons and stuff to level them up, but yeah. So thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Peace.